What's going on, folks? We're back, second down and five. Tim, Josh, take it away.
Josh, second quarter.
Yes, sir.
Which 0-2 team has the best chance in making a playoff run?
Let me just wipe my mouth real quick. I got a little water on my lips from that drink right
Yeah, I don't know. What is that
now.
over there?
Oh, no,
You got
hold
a
on.
bib?
A little bit. I'm just rearranging a little bit.
I get the
I'm
hint.
gonna hold my bias. I'm gonna put my bias in my back pocket real quick because I actually do like another team in the NFL that's currently 0-2 to.
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute, Josh.
Mm.
This is Fury. Will you let it out, Josh? Whatever you feel, brother. Let it out. Let it out, Josh. Don't put it in your
I'm not
back
gonna
pocket.
lie. I
Let
really
it out,
do feel
Josh.
like the Giants could take the division at 9-7 still. Even you never know. 8-8, we could still be a wild card contender because the NFC isn't that great. Let's be honest. All around, it looks pretty terrible. But the team that I really like a little bit better than the Giants, if I was gonna put my money on the team, is the Colts. The reason is Andrew Luck. He faced two really good defensive fronts. I mean, you can't really bash him for. Let me take that back. You can bash him because he actually has been a little bit awful. He's been missing some key targets on the field. But overall, you could see the Colts losing to the Jets and the Bills with how good their defensive fronts really are and their secondary is as a whole. I mean, they look great so far. But with the schedule coming up for the Colts and Andrew Luck's past, he is 12-0, I think, the past two seasons against his own division. And what do you know with the Colts? They have the Titans coming up this Sunday. They got the Jags right after that. And they got the Texans right after that. So if history is going to repeat itself and Andrew Luck's going to have his luck that he usually does with these teams, they can get right back to a winning record after 3 weeks, 3-2. They're going to have a little test with the Patriots after the Texans. That could go either way. They could be a 500 team after that. That's going to be a nice, I think that's a Sunday night game, or Monday night, I'm sorry, October 18th. That is,
Okay.
yeah, that's Sunday night game. So that's going to be a big one, Patriots and Colts. But then right after that, again, I mean, they got a couple games where Luck can really gain confidence with his offense, and Gore and Andre can get into things. They got the Saints and Panthers after that. So those are two games they can take right back, and they can end up with 5 wins, even before their bye comes up in Week 10. So I really do like the Colts. I think there's a couple players, just like I mentioned, Gore and Andre Johnson, that really haven't come into their own yet. They didn't get enough reps in preseason, and it's still early in the season. It's not even Week 3 yet. So they're going to get into their own, and I really like their chances of getting back to the playoffs in back-to-back years after starting 0-2.
Well, see, Josh, here's my thing. And I have two teams. I have two teams. The two teams that I have, first of all, here's the 0-2 teams. You got Baltimore Ravens. You have the Indianapolis Colts. You have the Houston Texans. But first of all, the Ravens, I don't like the Ravens because when Steve Smith is still your number one option and Joseph Forsett is not doing what he did last year, and when your number two option is Crocker Gilmore, the big tight end, it's a problem. It's a problem. Then you have the coach with Andrew Luck. I'm sorry. I know myself, Dominic, a lot of 2-minute warning members, we all have debated about Andrew Luck. Listen, I mean, he has a lot of weapons around him. What's going on? So people say, okay, it's the offensive line, okay, it's the defensive line. There's a lot of quarterbacks don't have a complete everything, but still get the job done. This guy's throwing 3 interceptions already. I'm sorry, 2 weeks 0-2. This shouldn't be. Matter of fact, he was picked to go to the Super Bowl this year by a lot of experts. So I'm sorry. Then you have the Houston Texans.
Well, what happened with Brady last year? I mean, everyone canceled them out after a 2-2 start. I mean,
so
it's too early to write people off, in my opinion, though.
No, it's too early. It is too early, but I don't like the way it's going. Now you have the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees is Rotator Cup. Listen, he's not playing good. The Saints is not playing. It's not the same Saints. Okay, they just said they're not trying to be signed Drew Brees next year. So when you see that, when you hear that language talking right there, that means it's almost time to replace you. So I don't like the Saints situation right now. The Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford. That's what I gotta say. Chicago Bears, Jay Cutler. That's all I got to say. The Seattle Seahawks, Sean. Now, my two teams.
I'm here.
Excuse me. Don't interrupt. My two teams that I think can turn this around is going to be the New York freaking Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. I picked the Eagles. Why? Because in the NFC East, they're the most healthiest. They got everybody. Without a doubt, they got everybody healthy. I mean, better than what the Giants got, better than what the Redskins got, better than what the Cowboys are at. They're more healthier. I mean, little nicks and knacks, they got. I mean, look, they lost Kiko for the season, from what they're saying. Michael Kevin is just banged up. The Mark Murray with the little hamstring, but you still got Jordan Matthews, you still got Darren Sproles. They're more healthier.
That's the face I'm making right now, Tim. That's the face I'm making right now. First quarter, hold on a second. First quarter, you just said that you have confidence in your Cowboys taking the East.
Oh, no. Right. I'm saying.
And then in this quarter, you're saying your two 0-2 teams to flip it around are going to be the Giants and Eagles.
Yeah, no.
So what's your NFC East going to pan out as?
No, listen,
I'm giving you the...
Wait a minute. I have confidence in my Dallas Cowboys. What I'm saying is the Giants and the Eagles still got a chance. It's not... Listen, all it takes is really one game. One game, a loss and a win, you're one game of a difference. If you have that, it's a problem. Listen, unless the Giants and the Eagles go 0-3 this week, and it's something, all we have to do is worry about the Redskins. I have confidence in my Cowboys, but I think the Giants, I think the Giants and the Eagles have a shot. Now, as far as Seattle Seahawks, to me, that's a pathetic team, garbage team. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sean, I am so ashamed of the Seattle Seahawks. Because now Cam wants to come back after 2 losses.
What about the Eagles? Gives you confidence, though. What do you see in the Eagles? What can they turn around?
What I'm saying is this: two bad losses you have. They're still healthy. They're more healthy. They're the most healthiest team in the NFC East. Most healthiest. That counts for something.
DeMarco just had a hammy thingy, so.
Well, right. I mean, but I'm saying if you're able to go around and beat the Jets, then it's something. If you're able to go around and beat the Jets, you're still in it. If the Cowboys lose to Atlanta Sunday, the Giants lose to the Redskins, the Eagles win, that one game apart is different. In my opinion, I would love for the Giants to lose to the Redskins, and I would love for the Eagles to lose to the Jets. That way, all the Cowboys have to do is worry about the Redskins. Instead of the whole division going one a game apiece, then it's so close. I'm just keeping it real. But the Eagles are the most healthiest, and the Giants. Listen, y'all throwing in the Cowboys' ass. Y'all all the time. Y'all always do something.
I don't know. Philly can be healthy, but a healthy
they're most
that looks like a turnstile and a healthy secondary that looks like burnt toast. I don't think that's going to get you many wins.
Well, listen, I tell you this. If Chip could start off maybe by benching Bradford, putting Mark Sanchez. Maybe that can help. I don't know. They also signed
more controversy for Chip Kelly and then for himself in the organization. Whoo, that's gonna go over well.
What?
Whoo!
Well, they're the most healthiest. I don't like the Seattle Seahawks 0-2 because listen, I'm so tired with the Cam Chancellor. He's coming back. And now, they're home against the Chicago Bears. Whoopie freaking do. You should be able to blow out the Chicago Bears, especially if Jay Cutler doesn't play. Whoopie freaking do. I still think you have to go through the Rams, the team that beat you. They beat you. Talking to you, Sean. Yeah, you're Seattle Seahawks.
This weekend. Absolutely.
So,
whatever.
Hey, if you play daily fantasy sports, you got to get them Seahawk players this week against Chicago. Those are big plays. You got Doug Baldwin at 4K. He could end up with a big day against the Chicago secondary.
But you know what? I think that the Seahawks offense is slowly coming together. I mean,
it will. And I know deep down Jimmy Graham is probably complaining just a tad, a little bit.
Listen,
not complaining. I'm sure he's making his voice known that he wants the damn Brock.
Oh, listen. I am so sick and tired about Jimmy freaking Graham. Me and Mo said this. The man is soft as tissue. We don't know whether to call him Scott or Markel Tissue. The guy is soft. He can't block. That's why he traded his ass. You know what I mean? Scott. I like Scott. Yeah, that was a sheet. You get extra sheets with Scott. It's much better. Anyhow, you know I'm tired. And then you got with the what's his name? Russell Wilson in Seattle situation. What is this? Hip hop in Seattle? Is she in the huddle? Is she not calling the right plays for Russell Wilson? What's going on? They didn't pray last night? Come on, Sean, let's keep this real. And my God, Richard Sherman getting burnt by nobodies. Getting burnt. Talk about we're studying. Yeah, they do a lot of studying, not covering. Learning how not to cover. My God. That's a pathetic team. And here comes Cam Chaffin. What happened, Cam? You came back because the drugs out of your system all of a sudden? Maybe that's what it was? They're using an excuse about contract. And maybe the PE drugs. Hey! Yeah.
Rumor, all right?
I think Cam feels bad for his buddy Richard Sherman because Richard Sherman doesn't look like a top cornerback when he doesn't have that home
come on
behind him. He doesn't.
I am not defending Richard Sherman, but our Seahawks defense is not on.
No, I'm not trying to take anything away from Sherman. I'm just saying I personally think Cam also wants to come back because he sees how down his teammates are and how much better they are with him there.
God.
So that I honestly do think Cam is that kind of person. It eats up a little bit at him,
Yeah, listen, man.
They are a brotherhood, they are close. A defense like that is close. They're all brothers.
They're all brothers.
When he sees Richard Sherman almost in tears, Richard Sherman was almost crying last week. Did you see James Jones, the guy that was cut 3 times this summer, burn him in the end zone?
Listen.
Richard Sherman was like, Cam.
Hey, listen. Listen, man. They're not brothers. They're sisters. That's all it is over there. They're sisters. Good sisters, too. Because the way they're playing, I'm sorry. I trash that team. That is pathetic. You've been with you for 4 years, and you're going to come out and sit out for 2 games for extra money because your partner got paid? Pathetic. Disgusting over there in Seattle land. I tell you right now, if I was his partner, his teammate, he came out locked, I'm back, I wish you to snot booger right in his freaking face. Over your back. 2 games. Wow. We get an ass kicked back there.
You bring in the 6-foot giant called Scott. Give him all the money.
Come on. Yeah. Come on, what are you doing? Come on. Then you got Michael Ben over there fiending. You got me fiending over there. Come on. Fiend for more. I want more money too. He got paid. Come on, what is that? Come on. Listen, the Seattle Seahawks is a new episode of New Jack City. With Richard Sherman being Nino Brown. Plain and simple. Disgusting over there. Disgusting. And let me tell you something. You better hope, Sean, they don't lose it to the Chicago Bears. Because we're going to fury that ass. You lose to the Chicago Bears. Do not disgrace the NFL even more than that.
That will be the upset of the season.
Yeah, I said
Seattle is 0-2 and they're 14.5 points.
Okay, guys, I don't need any bad
favorites at 0-2. Unheard of.
Well, anyways, on that
Legion of Boom.
Whatever. We're moving on to the last and third down, fellas. We'll be right back. Watch your mouth, Tim.
Legion of Boom.